Alright guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Watch me beat Peter McNeil. Yeah.
Oh, seriously. Welcome back. I haven't posted in a while. We're going to get some more content out there. Some more bike stuff. In today's video, we're going to have a fun one. You saw the title. We're going to build a dirt bike for free. Yes, you do have to work for it. It doesn't come super easy, but it is doable. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be working on some 426 dirt bikes. They're kind of like the first 4 strokes of the era that were race bikes. So pretty cool bikes. And we're going to try and make a clean build out of them on a budget. So stay tuned and we'll get into the shop and get going. Okay, so here's the first bike. We picked this one off Facebook Market for $100, believe it or not. It does come with a downside though. The engine is completely blown up, cooked. I mean, nothing is salvageable on it. So we did get a good deal on it, but the engine needs to be addressed. So instead of trying to rebuild it, I decided I'd try and find another bike that had a good engine. So the second bike is the race version, which is the yz426. And we picked that thing up for $600. Crazy enough, it just needed some carb work. It was a bit of a risk because I didn't test the compression on it or anything. So there you guys have it. We got 2 bikes, $700 in the whole, and we're going to see if we can make one good bike out of the 2. And we'll get to that point in the video, and let's get tearing this thing down. There's the frame all stripped down. Actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this grease and gunk off of here from all that oil. Get this thing nice and shiny. Finished up. Time to get cracking on this bike. Gonna pull this motor out and let's get to the disassembly.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Pulled the motor. She's out. Next job is get all this grease off of there. All this oil, clean her up. She'll be ready to drop in the frame. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Here's what we've got so far. The radiator's on. We got pretty much all the cables. electronics hooked up. At this point, just take a look at these forks. How nasty those things are. I mean, they've been probably every bit of oil dripped out of them. So I look over here, the dirty frame. These forks look amazing on this bike. So before I keep going on the engine, I'm gonna pull these forks out of this bike, put them on our main bike. Now let's do it. Here's the two carbs. The main problem that they had when I bought this bike, they said it was running like crap. The jetting was really bad. So that's the old carb. This is a yz426 carb. And here's the WR carb. So we're gonna try this guy. Looks a little cleaner overall. It's jetted for this area, so I'm gonna pop it in there and try it out. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little spark. So that's enough for us. Got her all assembled. Just drop some coolant in there. Got gas in the tank. Gonna dump some oil in here. Get ready for the first start. See if we get any leaks. Gets out of gear.
Good. First try.
Start it up, baby. So the hard part's out of the way. We got the bike running. So now comes to my favorite part, where we get to buy some plastics and some other aftermarket things and make the bike look as good as possible. So we got everything shipped in. We're gonna go ahead and start getting everything assembled. Okay, now the new guy's in. Made lots of progress on the bike. Just put the hand guards on, fresh grips. Just doing a lot of cosmetic stuff today. And now the next thing that we gotta do is put the modern front end on. So we're gonna put like a 2022 number plate and fender. Hopefully it won't be too bad and we won't have to fab up anything crazy, but we'll go ahead and see how it goes. And let's drill these out. First one's gonna be like right on the inside. Hard part's getting started. fender got installed, turned out pretty good. Had to drill a few holes. The first two went pretty good, and then the back two, we had kind of guessed, so got a little bit hairy, but we got it on there. So now the next goal is to get this number plate on there. And the goal is we're just gonna stick some bolts through these mounts right here, and then drill some holes down there that'll line up. So that'll line up right there. And then since this bike was a WR, it has this little odometer, speedometer bracket, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to work out like perfect. We're going to grind off this guy right there. Then we'll have a mounting point on the bottom and on this top piece. And we'll just put a little bolt and nut behind that. And yeah, let's get to it.
Stuff drills really easy, actually.
Of course, the drill has to die on me. There you go. Sleep building. Alright, moment of truth, guys. See if my theory for this little bracket is going to work for this number plate. One thing to think about is tighten up so we don't get her. This guy in here. Oh yeah, right there. Let's go. Look at this bad boy. Right down there. Get the nut on there. Look at that. This guy just pops around here. We are set. Alright, there it is, guys. 2024 front end on yz426. Welcome back. There's an update. Just broke my foot the other day. We're on crutches and we're kind of immobilized. But that ain't gonna stop us from getting this build done. I'm so motivated. I'm just excited and ready to get this thing all finished up. So we're gonna install the graphics while I'm sitting on the ground. And yeah, all I did for prep was just wash these plastics down, just sand them with a real fine 1000 grit. And we're gonna get our heat gun and go ahead and install these bad boys. Alright, so the bike was coming together really well. I liked how it was looking. We got it tuned and running pretty good. But the one thing that was bugging me was the stock exhaust. And I looked everywhere, couldn't find an aftermarket to save my life. So we decided to keep the stock one and try and do some mods to it. The biggest one being shortening the muffler because that thing is just freaking long as heck. And then we ground the studs off of the header pipe and polish it up a bit, and that's about it. Made the stock exhaust look pretty good. pretty good. There you have it, guys. There's the video. We got the bike together, got it running, turned out super clean. I mean, for a 20-some-year-old bike, looks great, runs great, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I know what y'all might be wondering, what's the point of this video? How did you do it for free? Well, that's the last step. We had 2 bikes that we started out with. We combined them to make one that had a title, and we used the best parts, and we got one good bike out of it. But out of that, we have a complete leftover bike. So with that comes the final step, which is to sell all the parts on eBay. And that's how I made my money back. We were in it $1,100, and it took me about a month, and I sold all the big parts that were worth a decent amount of money easily for $1,000. So we canceled out costs, and we got the dirt bike for free. So that's the video. That's my tactic. And if you ever have the chance to work on 2 bikes that are the same years that parts swap over, it's really fun and makes the build go by pretty quick. And yeah, send it.